Hello and welcome back to the 12 Days of Vlogmas travel challenge that I'm doing with Annemarie of Travel on the Brain. And today I am going to talk about Greece. I spent more than a month in Greece last year and in 2018, and I really enjoyed it. Of course, Greece is one of those countries that is basically on the very top of most people's travel bucket list, and my bucket list was no exception. So I decided to visit because some friends that I actually met in Romania wanted to get together in Greece and celebrate one of their birthdays. So I packed my bags and I made my way over to Greece. And the first stop was Crete. Now, Crete is a giant island. It's basically its own country. And it's an island that not a lot of people visit compared to, I don't know, Santorini or some of the more popular places in Greece. But it's a beautiful island and there's a lot to do. The city that I loved the most in Greece, on Crete, was the city of Chania. Chania has museums. It has, the city center is set up so beautifully. It is very old and it makes you feel like you are in the movie Mamma Mia. It is just so typically Greek. You cannot mistake it. It's just beautiful. There is a beautiful walkway around the harbor, and there's a lighthouse. There's tons of beautiful hotels there that are not that expensive, and lots of affordable restaurants. Excuse me. There's even a vegan food scene if that's something that you're into. And if you want to rent a house, do it because it is so affordable on Crete. Near Crete, there are a lot of beautiful beaches. Some of my friends went there. I was not there for beaches, so I did not do that. But they said that they were beautiful and that they really enjoyed them. Now, the thing that I did near Chania is I visited a very old tree. This tree is something like 8,000 years old, maybe 10,000. I'm not exactly sure of the age, but it's very old, and it's an olive tree. So what's really fascinating about this tree is that it's seen, thousands and thousands of years of time go by, and it's still going. It's still producing olives. You can buy olive oil that is made from its olives and everything else. So I convinced a few friends of mine to visit with me. So we went out that way. We saw the tree. It was beautiful. And then we visited a winery. We drank some wine. Cretan wine is actually quite delicious, so that was great. And so if you're into wine, then there's more than enough for you to do near Chania. But anyways, from there I went over to Rethmino. Rethmino is the capital of Crete. It's nothing special. The city actually faces the wrong way. It should face the ocean, but it faces inland, so it's kind of weird. And it's really not that pretty, but it's still a nice big city, so you'll find everything that you can find in a nice big city. From there, I headed over to Sithia. Sithia is a small town that's quite nice, but what makes Sithia super great is it's near Vai Beach. And Vai Beach is absolutely incredible. It's one of the largest palm forests in Europe, and it's a natural palm forest. But it grows on the beach. So when you're heading to the beach, you walk through a beautiful palm forest, and the beach is enclosed. It's protected, so the water is perfectly nice. There's not huge waves or anything like that. It's just an enjoyable place to relax and everything. It's just stunning, and you can see pictures of Vai Beach on my Instagram account. Of course, once I left Crete, I headed over to Santorini, which is of course like the place to go in Greece. Everybody wants to go there, and it was pretty. I enjoyed it. Of course, the views were absolutely beautiful in Iya, and I did exactly what you do when you go to Crete. Santorini, but I will say that Santorini was not my favorite. If you want to go. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but just be prepared because it is extremely overcrowded because you're not the only person who wants to go there. And every year, Santorini gets visited by millions and millions of people. So that's something to do. If you want to have a better experience, my experience, I went to Mykonos, and Mykonos was amazing. The entire town is just painted white. It is just strikingly beautiful, and there's an amazing gay scene in Mykonos, tons of gay bars, and You can head to the beach, or you can just hang out in Mykonos town. It's great. And from Mykonos, you can visit the island of Delos, and Delos is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The entire island is one giant ruin of temple complexes that were built a long time ago, because this island, Delos, is considered the birthplace of Dionysus and Artemis. So it's a very important place to the ancient peoples. Tons of temples were built there. You can see lots of them, and you can literally get as close as I am to this window to some of these ruins and stuff. And then, of course, I made my way to Athens. Athens was a nice city. It's a modern city, so you have everything that you would expect of a modern city. But of course, there are Greek ruins, lots and lots and lots of Greek ruins. By the pass and walk around. You can do all the ruins in one day if you really want to. It's not that difficult. Or you can spread it out over 2 days, but I wouldn't spend much more time doing those than that. There is a gay scene in Athens, a few gay bars, and there's even a gay bathhouse. So that's something to consider as well. Greece is beautiful. It's amazing. I didn't make it northward. I didn't do some of the other cool things that you could do in Greece, such as like sailing through caves on the ocean or any of that kind of stuff. So I had to go back. There's so much to see and do in Greece that you can't possibly do it all in one trip. Of course, I don't have to recommend Greece because most of you will probably want to go to Greece anyways, but there it is. Greece is an amazing place, and your travel wanderlust juices will start flowing, and you'll want to keep traveling because of it. So what we're going to do now is hopefully you're going to subscribe and like, and then head over to Annemarie's page, Travel on the Brain, and check out tomorrow's video. I'll see you in another day, and until next time,